Damn. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Woo. I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream.
Welcome, Commanders! This is Truex back, and today we're doing something a little different. We're going to build a combat clipper. So, I just bought this ship for 22 mil, and I like it. Looks pretty snazzy, very sleek. So, let's see what we got here. Okay, so today I officially made the rank of Baron in the Empire. And as you can see, I'm already partway to the next. So I decided for 22 mil, this was a good purchase. We're going to check it out. And we're going to do a little bit of combat build with it. So I thought this would be a little fun to do and a little different. Okay, so what do we have here so far? Well, we got notices for different missions. Well, those are missions I've got queued up. Look at all that spam. Alright, we're not going to worry about that right now, because this ship is not going to be doing those missions, nor can it, because it doesn't have planetary landing yet. Okay. I actually like the layout of the dash, but I think I might have to change my dash colors. My HUD colors. It almost blends with the dash. I'm gonna have to rethink my colors, probably make them a little darker. That might be better anyway. Some of my ships have a light colored dash. Alright, so let's go. We're at Stromagen Dock. That's where I bought it at. And let's go to Shipyard. Kind of made this my home base. And let's go up to it. Imperial, there we go, the Clipper. Okay, so price is out at 22.3 mil, rounded up. And it comes with, top speed of 308 meters per second, which is upgradable, boost speed 388. It is the fastest ship in Elite stock, period. Okay, maneuverability, it says it's not so much, but I know this can maneuver almost as good as the Fer-de-Lance. It's very close to that. Rotates around almost as fast as a Vulture. Fer-de-Lance is a little more maneuverable. This is a little heavier. This has almost as much firepower as a Fer-de-Lance. But not quite as much, but it has more firepower than the Vulture. And we are going to build this ship strictly for combat. That is the goal today. Not going to do all the engineering on it yet. That's going to have to be another day. Anyway, so let's get to business here. So currently we have a jump range of 8 light years. Unladen is 8.9. That's pretty miserable. That's very miserable. Apologize if I misread a number. I found out I scratched my cornea on my right eye. So I've got one eye that works pretty well and one eye that's, well, blurry. But that is what it is. We're just going to have to deal with that. Okay, so armor. We got shields currently at 188. Definitely got to improve that. Armor. We got, what, 488 armor? That's not too bad. We can improve that. I'm probably not going to do that part today, though, because that's the more expensive part I got to grind for. We're going to go probably up to, probably put reactive on it. But that's going to take quite a bit of money. That's not cheap. Not cheap at all. Okay. Cargo capacity. Currently it's at 74. Not too bad, not too bad. Well, I've changed mine around a little bit, so I have less than 74, but this is what you get stock. Hull mass 400, not too bad. Comes with two 1F pulse lasers in 2 size 2 slots, and it has 2 size 3 slots in addition. I really wish they didn't do it this way before Horizons the hardpoints were all listed based on available slots, as well as the optionals. Everything said, it said how many slots you had available and what size they were, and if there was anything in them. They don't do that anymore. I wish they would bring that back. FDev, please consider bringing that back, because when you're buying a ship and you have no idea what the layout is that's possible in this ship, it's really hard to decide, is this ship going to work for what I want to use it for? You have to have an internal layout of everything available. All the size slots, all the hard points need to be laid out. So, because looking at this ship itself, if I didn't already do the research on, other than looking at it in the shipyard, I wouldn't know that it had 2 medium and 2 large hard points. I would just assume maybe only 2 large, or maybe just 2 small, because according to this, you only show 2. So please consider putting the rest of that information back in. That would be really, really helpful. Alright, so let's look at what we've actually got right now. So we're in the cockpit right now. So outfitting. I have done nothing to this aside from get rid of... Well, I didn't even get rid of these yet. We're going to sell these. The size 1 pulse lasers, I don't want. So let's just sell those. That'll give us a little cash to work with. Bye-bye. And we'll sell this one. Later. Maybe not. Don't want you back. Alright. Right now, we have a maximum of 16 megawatts that we can use. And I've already got some weapons that I would like to put on here. And they should already be in here. So let's do the pulse lasers, 2F pulse lasers. These have been modified. These are, I believe, grade 3. I think they're grade 3 modified. Let's look at the modification on that. Oh, these are grade 4 modified. Okay, grade 4 rapid fire with phasing sequence, so they do hull damage while the shields are up. And that is the coolest thing. They're made strictly for damage. Oops, I don't want to browse. No, no, no. Back! We want to transfer because we have another one of those. Oop, transfer to ship. Okay, so that saves us a little engineering because I engineered these at an earlier time and had them on other ships and decided this is what I wanted to put them on. But those other ships still have engineered weapons. So I'm not forfeiting what those ships have available. Okay, whoa, 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 whoa. I do not want to buy, I want to transfer again. Okay, we have a couple of size 3 weapons in here. Look at that, we got a beam and a multi-cannon. Transfer. So far we are well within our power regulations here, our power requirements. And we're going to transfer the multi-cannon. Okay, that gives us a couple of really nasty weapons to play with on here. Alright, so the multi-cannon is has a sorry, if I can go over here, if I can talk, if I can English. The multi-cannon has grade 3 modifications. And it's overcharged grade 3 with corrosive shell. So not the most powerful I can make it, but it is doing 25 or what, 30% more damage. Yeah, 30% more damage than stock, which is a pretty good start. Eventually I'm gonna I want to get those all done to grade 5. But I don't have time to do that yet, so that'll have to wait for another day. Okay, this is another grade 3 beam laser. And this has regen. So I can heal friendlies with this, or I can just drain shields of enemies. I like that. So we're going to keep that. And the pulse lasers, of course, both are set up for phase sequence, which penetrate. So look at the mod on those again. These are both... Well, this one's a grade 3. Okay, so it looks like I got a grade 3 and a grade 4. Double check that. So I thought these were both grade 3s. Anyway, so phasing gives a modulating burst fire system designed to defeat shielding. A small amount of the damage is able to bleed through shields and attack the target's hull directly at a cost of minor damage reduction. Okay, so I have these also modified for rapid fire. So they're doing 24.5% damage per second more. Or 24.5% per second more. So that should really, really help there. Now let me go back to look at the other one, because I thought one of these is that size 2. Oh yeah, I do. I have one grade 4 and one grade 3. Alright, so this one's going to do a bit more damage. And of course this one's only 20% more per second. But this also has 0 jitter, 0 increased jitter, and rate of fire is higher, up to 50%. So, and oh, the distributor draw on this is down significantly also. So that all will help a lot. Although it does less damage, but it is doing 20% more damage total. So the grade 3 is actually doing more damage than the grade 4 on this. Imagine the grade 5, if I get a better roll on the grade 5, I could probably get a lot more damage on it, but for now this will do just fine for us. Okay, so we got our hard points figured out. And we still have 3 megawatts of power to use. Okay, so utility mounts. I do believe I've got, yep, got point defense. Transfer. I had a shield cell bank, or not a shield cell bank, I had a shield booster in here as well. I want the wake scanner because I want to find out where they are going. And I think I'm going to do 2 shield boosters on this. I guess I could do, let's do 1 shield booster. And yes, we want to go with A. Okay, this is going to put a serious load on our generator here, which we're going to upgrade the power plant as well. And I guess for now, let's go back. For now, let's go ahead and put the chaff launcher on there. I usually don't do chaff launcher on them. My ships, but until I get another shield booster later, I want to get it engineered first and find out. Because right now we don't have enough power to do the 2 shield boosters anyway. So we'll figure that out real soon here. So core internals. First thing I absolutely want to do is get better shields. They don't have them here. Core internals, I want a better FSD and a better power plant. Okay, so power plant. And granted we only have 68 mil left to work with. This is going to be 16, so it is going to put a bit of a drain on the bank here. Okay, thrusters. Let's improve our thrusters. Can we? No, we can't here. So I'll have to go elsewhere for the thrusters. Can we get a 5A frame shift? Yes, we can. Another 5 mil. So let's do that. Life support. Yes, I want longevity, but they don't have it here. Power distributor. Can we get a better distributor? Yes, we can. And this distributor, although it is going to cost us 3.4 mil, it is going to seriously increase our charge time. And now that we have a 6A power supply also. That gives us 25.2 megawatts. Sorry, milliwatts. That wouldn't be much. So we're going to go ahead and exchange that. So it's going to cost us 3 mil, 3.3. Sensors, I'm not really going to worry about. I'm actually going to, let's upgrade these to, now we have the A option. Nah. I want to do D on those because they're a little lighter. Because right now our jump range is at 19.4. That will be engineered, so we'll be able to get more than that. And I really can't increase the fuel tank any bigger without putting a separate fuel cell. So it doesn't have the most outstanding fuel capacity. The Python is definitely better in that respect. Now this also does require a large landing pad. So the Python's more flexible than this. Now this is strictly going to be for combat. That's it. I don't intend to do cargo hauling or missions with it. Let's see. So we could probably go with military grade without totally draining the bank. And put a pretty big dent in the bank here. And it's going to bring our total down right now to 17.4. We got, so the difference, our difference is going to be significantly more hull strength. Alright, so we'll go and do this. That's 20 mil. That's kind of spendy, but the only place we can get it. Now it still leaves us with enough to rebuy the ship 10 times or 9 times. So we're still well over our rebuy. In fact, that's still well over that's over the rebuy, at least twice the rebuy of all my ships. Or my most expensive ship, I should say. Alright, so we have to get thrusters elsewhere. I think we got a pretty good start. Let's look at what we got for optional internals. We need better shields. Okay, so initially the shield cell comes in this size 6. Now I swapped it so the cargo is down in 6. So I'm limiting to 6 these cargo racks now. So now we only have, what, 72 tons? But I can fit a size 7 shield in it now, and that'll make this a lot more beefy. Currently it has pretty miserable shields. Let's see what we've got here. If not, I know we can get better. Yeah, we can only go size 3. But if we take it over to Ray Gateway, we're in Degandry. I always slaughter that when I try to say it. We can get better shields. I don't care about hauling a lot of cargo with it, so we'll get rid of that. We got the power, so we want better shields. Shield cell bank. I should be able to get a 4A in there pretty reasonably. There we go. And that shouldn't add too much more to our... we're at 18.21 megawatts, so our load is good. Should be able to get away with 2 of those. That'll give us a lot more shield recharges. That'll double our shield recharge capability. I know I could do a size 6 in there in the cargo slot, and probably... I know I could get more charges out of that, but that's also a lot more expensive that way. Oops, the shield generator I want. Cell bank, not generator. Now I should actually take that. Let's back this up here. Let's back this up. Let's get rid of this. I'll put a smaller, put a size 4 cargo, and that way, better yet, let's go back here. Let's do a size 3 cargo. I only want enough cargo to where if I get a mission that requires cargo, or that gives me cargo as a reward, then I have it. And that's the only reason I want any cargo space. So let's put a shield cell bank in here. That'll give us a lot more tankiness to this build if we can get one. Yes, we can. Yeah, 3 mil. Yeah, so that's going to be kind of a little on the spendy side, but we'll do it. Alright, now we're down to 20 mil. And we've got ourselves a 6A and a 4A shield cell bank. Now these will both give us several recharges. That also gives us a lot of weight. We're down to 16.27 light year jump range. Got 2 slots left open, and those we're going to do module and hull reinforcement. So let's do 3D module reinforcement. And this one we'll put a 4. Yeah, we got 4D. That's all we can do on that. Gives us another 2%. Explosive resistance. Yeah, it's the best one we can get for this. There. So now we've got all our options loaded up. We got 16 light year jump range. But this should be a pretty decent brawler to start with. Okay, fire groups. We gotta set up our fire groups before we do anything. Okay, so power-wise, we are well under our max, but we still have to get better shields. And I know where to find the shields, but we're gonna have to take a few jumps to get there. Okay, fire groups. What I want to do on this is we got let's see, 1 size 3 beam laser. I want that on its own profile. And I also want, let's see, we want the multi-cannons to be on button number 2. So I can switch between those. Because the multi-cannons and the phase laser, or the pulse, pulse lasers. Pulse lasers can work for direct damage as well as doing the shield damage because of the resequence mod that I have on them. Alright, but I do want to make one profile that has all of the lasers. Let's do, switch it this way. Let's put the beam on 1 and we'll put everything else on 2. That way I have one that I can do all damage and I can soak the shields. Or I can do just shield soak. I guess I need to do one more. So I'm gonna have 4 total. Because I want shield damage, but I want to keep the beam separate from the pulse on the controls, because the beam drains the capacitor for the weapons a lot faster. Okay, advanced scanner. We're gonna put those on the same. Don't care about data link. Chaff launcher. I got that on a separate button, so I don't even need to worry about that. Shield cell bank, I have that programmed to a separate button. Oh, heatsink. That's what I needed. A heatsink launcher. Let's get rid of chaff and put a heatsink on there. That's what I was thinking of earlier. I need to get rid of the chaff and put heatsink launcher. Yeah, let's browse. Can we get a heatsink launcher? Yes, we can. Don't really care about the chaff that much. The heatsink launcher is much more important. The goal of this is to get it to a point where it is a shield tank as well as a hull tank. More shield tanker than anything. Okay, so that changed our fire groups. Not really, because we weren't using that. Alright, so there we go. We got the heatsink launcher, and that's already pre-programmed on a different button, so we're not setting up a fire group for it. So we've got our super crews, and we've got combat variations. There's probably a better way to lay that out, but for now, that'll work. We'll have to test it out. Okay, so we've got that all ironed out. Now, let's go find us some better shields for it. Now, the one place I know I can get better shields is a bit of a travel. There also might be at one of the other stations here. No, I guess I can get up on EDDB and find out. EDDB.io, so bear with me while I do that. So EDDB.io is the Elite Dangerous database. And don't have it up on screen at the moment. It's not, OBS isn't capturing that at the moment. You can go in there and you can find out, based on what a station is, you can find ships that they sell, or you can find certain modules that they sell. So in this case, we're doing a 7A shield. 7A shield generator is what we're looking at. And let's see, we want to put the landing pad as a large. And let's see. Don't include planetary. And no permit areas. Alright, so let's go Liang Rui, because they give discounts on large modules. They just don't sell this particular ship because it's Empire. Alright, so by those filters, I can go to Adoro. Let's see, what do we have? Do we have any of the others that are closer? We can go to Porta at 39 Tauri. Let's see if I can find a better one that's not quite so far away. Those are getting further and further as I go down the list. Okay. Well, bear with me here. I might have one here. Odudoro. I don't think that's a system I've been in recently. For a while. Reference system. Could be modeling. Alright, so let's try this. So HE port says they have it. That was 2 days ago. So air longs, we'll try that. Or HIP, oh. I found one, but I don't think this has. So it's independent. I don't think this one's Liang Rui. So that's what I'm trying to find out right now, is if it is under Liang Rui's control. Let's see. Guess I can find out by... Alright, so let's go to Galaxy Map. Oop. I don't want all that in there. Now let's find out how far away, let's see, well, actually, we have, let's see, the ability here, there we go. So we can go to Ray Gateway, but I'm not sure Ray Gateway has that. I remember, I believe I got it at Ray Gateway when I got the, when they changed it in the Anaconda. Okay, so that's 200 light years from where we're at. Alright, let's try Atreus. They might have it. That's a lot closer. The only problem with checking out some of these systems is not all of them, it doesn't guarantee that it's in stock. Okay, so HIP 20737, that's another possibility. There. I got that right. Oh no, I obviously got that wrong because that's way out there. 20737. Yeah. Did I type in the right number there? I typed it wrong, didn't I? Sure did. Uh, 20727. Let's try that. There we go. That's more like it. That's 130 light years. That's uncontrolled. Military, though. It is Empire control. Okay. That might work. Alright, so let's see if we can get the mouse to work like it's supposed to. Alright, so here's the stations we have. These are the ones we want to focus on. So it looks like one of these two ports sells what I need. Alright, let's make sure that it's at Naka or Vess. Military, nope, that doesn't match what I'm finding here, so I think I typed it in wrong. Oh, so I put 727. Well, I'm just typing all kinds of wrong numbers tonight. Back here, now. Come on, off of that, thank you. 20737. Okay, that's Leon Ruby. Okay. Leon Ruby. That's the one I was looking for. 128. That's not too bad. Okay, well, let's get busy here. I would like to take the Diamondback Explorer to go get the shields, but I can't bring them back. And I can't buy them for that with a ship that it won't fit in. Okay, so this is going to be a little strange because I'm flying a ship that basically has subpar thrusters and subpar everything else and is heavy. But it has a great top speed. Well, looks like a couple of ships got blown up in here. Look at that debris floating around. Must have been a couple of big ships. Whoa, slow down here. This ship is wider than an Anaconda. That was an interesting sound. Actually, that white looks good with that dash. I like that. Let's get our recharge and our throttle up here a little bit so we can clear the station. Yeah, no, I'm speeding. And I'm trying to get away, that's why. Okay, so we've got a non-engineered FSD. We've got non-engineered everything except for our weapons. Our weapons are all engineered, moderately engineered. We just need to get some decent shields and we should be in business. I'm thinking about doing a 7C biweave and then have that engineered for resistance, or thermal resistance. That should make it tank pretty well and also give me a much faster recharge rate. Oh, you know what we're missing? Ah, fuel scoop. We don't have a fuel scoop, and how many more jumps do we have here? 10 jumps, we're not going to make it. I guess I better put a fuel scoop on this. Well, Rookie mistake. Rookie mistake. Alright, let's see if we can find one. Well, what do we have for stations nearby here? Conflict zone, checkpoint. It might be very, very worthwhile to pick up one here. Nope. Well, then. I don't think Maryland had one. Well, of course, I didn't look, did I? Alright, let's try this again. Maryland, there's Maryland. We got it at Maryland, they should have something. That'd be better than going the next 10 jumps. Find out on jump 7 that we can't make the last 3. Because it's taking us 1/5 of a tank per jump. Downside of having a small fuel tank. Let's get us a fuel scoop so we can make this journey. Now, I already put a docking computer on this because large ships I always do that with. Not that I can't fly them through the airlock. I get plenty of practice leaving. I just enjoy being able to look around and relax while the ship lands. Alright, so let's see. We want to go back to... We've got several stations here we can work with. But this one sometimes has what we need, but not always. We're strong. I probably went like way past it. There it is. Wonderful, thank you for updating. Okay, we're not too far away. So let's just relax and enjoy the ride. As soon as I get some better shields on this, we will try our luck with some combat. See if we can go find a conflict zone or something to play in. Of course, we do want to dock somewhere nearby. We're gonna do the combat near home base probably. There's plenty of conflict zones around here. Okay. Close to the planet, but not so close. And it says we still did, even though we went close to the planet. The planet's gravity should have slowed us down quite a bit. And a lot of people call that the loop of shame. I call that a good way to avoid pirates. And it is. If someone wants to interdict you, they have to do the same loop and flip at the same speed. They usually lose you. Okay, back where we started for a moment. So we can take care of that rookie mistake. Big, big, big rookie mistake. Look at that view. That's a huge piece of glass. Amazing view. Look, cup holders. No, they're speakers. No, cup holders. Big cup holder and a little cup holder. Definitely looks a lot cleaner than the Falcon Delancey ships. So, with the unfortunate side effect of this requiring a large landing pad, I'm building this more or less to replace my Vulture in function. The Vulture, however, can land on small landing pads. but it doesn't pack quite as much firepower, and it definitely is not going to end up with as much armor. Oh, we can check that too against the Vulture, because the Vulture also has military grade composite. So let's do that when after we grab a fuel scoop. Let's check that. Okay, outfitting. Let's get us a fuel scoop. The most embarrassing you would have to do after buying a brand new ship would be to call the fuel rats to come save you, or self-destruct and have to rebuy it because you ran out of fuel. Now the fuel rats will come get you and they will save you, and the first thing they'll tell you to do is fuel scoop. Buy a fuel scoop, put them on all your ships. Alright, so we want optional internals. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is replace this cell bank with a fuel scoop, because I don't really like spending all day scooping fuel. Now, 3 is as big as we can get right now. Alright, that's better than nothing. We can upgrade it later to a 4. So that leaves us down to the size 6 shield cell bank, which is still pretty good. Okay, so shipyard, let's compare this to our Vulture. Okay, so right now the Vulture has 317 shields, which is more than what the Clipper has, but it only has 560 armor, which is less. And it's got 0 capacity cargo, 0 tons cargo capacity, which is fine, because it is strictly built for combat. That one was built just to go use it in combat zones or conflict zones, which is pretty much what this one's going to be. Okay, so what do we have on our setup here right now? Our integrity is at 1275, so definitely a lot more tanky than the Vulture. That's the goal. And it's also going to be faster, it's just not going to be quite as maneuverable. But it's also a lot more expensive because our rebuy on this is 3.7 mil. Alright, let's see if we can go find us some better shields for this, because that is definitely something we need. Up we go again. Now I can offset the cost a little bit because I do have... I got some missions all stacked aside, but I also have some... about 500... about a $500,000 in scan data that I can sell between Federation and Alliance. Well, this actually drifts quite a bit more than most of my other ships. Surprised I didn't hit the side. Alright, let's get our route back again. Oop. Oh, so now that it exceeds our jump range. Bummer. Alright, let's recalculate. Yep, that's where we want to go. Alright, now it's within our jump range. We added the fuel scoop, which added a little weight. I guess the fuel scoop's heavier than... I don't want anything to do with that. What do we want here? I want my jump point just back over here. I like that rotation, that turns fast. So that's kind of slow rotation when you're at full throttle. When you're not at full throttle, it turns pretty fast. Roll is fine. Definitely not as nimble as the Vulture, but it has so much more firepower too. So this is more or less a heavy fighter. Now we just need to get some shields on it. Okay, let's go for a little trip and go get some shields. And then after we get the shields on it, we'll go test it out. I was on the fence between this and the Fertile Lance, so I decided to go for this, because for the price of the Fertile Lance, I could make this almost as lethal. Fertile Lance has the one huge hard point over this, and it has a bunch more cell banks. Yeah, I need to put a 4A fuel scoop on here. This one is pathetic. Come on, let's see if we can get more on this. Now I got good heat management, so that's good. Okay, that's better. The A-rated power supply is helping out with that. So we can scoop a pretty high rate. 4A would be much nicer though. Okay. Alright, so we got 3 jumps left. So sit back and enjoy while we hopefully get to see some really nice looking star scenes. Let's try not to massively overheat. It's actually not doing bad at all for heat. It's doing really good. Hopefully everybody's having a good evening. And everything is going okay where you're at. It's definitely very nice here. It's sun's still up. Low 70s today, which is good. I got the scan. I'm pretty sure I already got the scan. Not too impressed by the jump range on this, but it's a whole lot better than the Fertile Lance also. Even though we're at 16.2, but that'll get better with engineering. Of course, it'll all get better with engineering. So the 7E, well, 6E shields, and we're going to go for size 7. That alone should give us, the size 7C shields should give us pretty good shield rates, faster recharge. Got the size 6A shield cell bank, so recharging the shields for the Bi-Weaves should not be a problem. But that definitely will have to get engineered. And that will be a future endeavor, not something I'm doing tonight. 7 more jumps and we'll be there. Well, that cools off nicely after scooping. Definitely want to get a bigger scoop on here. Hey, Lich Cheddar Boss. Yes, you are. Hope I said that right. And thank you for being interactive with the stream. Welcome. Okay, let's try not to crash into the star while we get some fuel here. There we go. I will not be surprised if I have... Oh. Well, it's the Clipper's not quite as maneuverable as the FTL, but it has a faster turn rate for pitch. And so when you get AIs that want to keep looping around you to stay and try to get behind you, I thought that would be a little bit better than the Fer-de-Lance. And fighting the AI that are flying these when I'm in my Python and the Vulture, they are definitely a pretty good match. Set up right, they're very tanky. So as soon as we get better shields on this, we will definitely be trying out the weapons and going to find some victims to go hunting and see what we can muster. Five jumps left. Yeah, it's definitely more maneuverable than the FTL in some ways. It's got almost as much firepower as a Python, but it's much more maneuverable than the Python is after the Python got nerfed. Which is a real shame because the Python used to be very maneuverable. But I decided I guess FDev decided they needed to kind of weight the Python down a bit more so it wasn't as fast. It wasn't as maneuverable because it was able to keep up pretty well with the Fer-de-Lance when the Fer-de-Lance first came out. A well set up Python was a very good match for Fer-de-Lance. Well, as soon as they did the nerf on that, the Python basically became no match to the FTL. You have to have a very, very aggressively set up Python to be any match for a Fer-de-Lance right now. which is kind of a shame, but is what it is. That's the direction they went with it. Now my Python, I've got, to get anywhere near the maneuverability that this has, I would have to upgrade and max out my thrusters and engineer them, and then run it as light as I possibly could. And I still won't get the turn rate that this has. Now the Python only has one gun larger, one more large hardpoint more than what this has, the Clipper. Now for being half the price of the FDL, it's definitely worth the risk to buy it and check it out. Yeah, I know the scale you're talking about too. The grade scale, the Python was definitely better. The FDL and the Python both had a 6 out of 10. Now the Python, I believe, is closer to a 3 or a 4. Which is kind of a shame because you put bigger components on it. Bigger thrusters and bigger reactor. Yes, it's heavier, but you shouldn't really penalize it that much for turn rate if it's got really good thrusters. I can see for maybe like E-rated thrusters, okay, fine. But if you have A-rated thrusters and if you have like dirty tuned thrusters, then that would make it much more maneuverable. Take more fuel to do it, but it could do it. Okay, 3 jumps left and we will hopefully have our shields. And I think that's the last major part. Everything else is pretty well set up. We'll have to see if we can find a Hazres near the station that has the shields. Okay, let's see what we got here. So we got, what, 2 more jumps? 2 more jumps, we're almost there. Wow. Make sure we get our fuel nice and topped off here. So right now, this is the max scoop rate of this particular fuel scoop, 3A. And we haven't hit 70 degrees yet. Oh, we just hit 71. So that heat handling is actually pretty good. Usually on a 3A, I'm used to it overheating a lot faster when you hit maximum fuel rate. But those are on smaller ships. They don't have quite the heat handling that this does. Yeah, I figured almost all the other ships I've done were all Federation. But since I'm doing my rank in the Empire right now, I figured, why not? Something a little different, because I've got a Python, I've got the Vulture, and I got DBX, so I got Lakon, and like I said, it was really a question of which one did I want to try out next. I got my Anaconda back, so that one's also an option, but that one also takes a large landing pad like this does, but this is so much more maneuverable. Of course, it's not supposed to be as tanky, but it's going to hopefully be close. one of my goals before I finish my Empire ranking, or at least during the Empire ranking, is to start doing some of the hunting missions. The hunter killer mission type stuff, or to get my rating with Alzin Duval, so that way I can get access to the prismatic shields, then buy all the shields for all of my ships, and then I'm not going to worry about it anymore. There's all the ships that can do prismatics, I want to put prismatics on. It comes down to whether or not they have the reactor capacity for it. If the power supply can't handle it, then it's no point. Okay, so when we get here, we've got a station to look for. And obviously it's got to be a big station. Guess I should probably check real quick. I believe it's Cobb was the... No, Cobb is a small station, can't land there. We got... Yeah, more or less it's going to be at any of the large stations, so probably Unitov. That's fairly close. That's close by, let's give that a try. Couldn't hurt, could it? And just a habit, I always top my fuel off as I'm heading to a station. Had some people tell me that's useless to do because you can always top off your fuel at the station. Well, yes, there is that. But why not? It's free while you're there. It's a habit I got into when I was starting out. The fuel is free when you're at the star, so collect it. Oop, oop, oop. A little too much speed here. Oh, no, I've missed it. Didn't give me the safe disengage, going too fast. Yeah, at least we're under a light second. See if we can get that map sorted out or spread out a little so it's not all bunched up in one line. It ends up that way anyway when I turn to correct. Interesting. There we go. Lintot City. I do believe this is the first time I've been to this system. Because Liang Rui gives 15% discount on all the parts, it's a good way to get parts a little bit cheaper. It doesn't sell this ship, but that's okay. They sell those modules. That's all they need to do is sell the modules for the ship that you put in that ship. Way over there. Nice and spacious, roomy looking, very high tech. Looks like you're at some kind of a disco bar. Music goes well with it. All the lighting to make it just look like you're at a rave. Be nice if FDev would take that wobble out of the screen, out of the ship when they're docking with computers. All of my ships do it, and it's quite annoying at times. But, you wouldn't have that in real life. You really wouldn't. Of course, we don't have any of this in real life yet. Maybe one day humans will get to the point where we have this. I think probably another night I'm going to do I'll do a comparison with this, the Python, and maybe like the DBX. Just see how the three handle differently. Or even maybe play with the Vulture a little bit. Alright, so we want outfitting. Hopefully we can get a better fuel scoop here too. Since I gotta keep fuel in the tank, I might as well just collect it faster. If I gotta keep refueling, I might as well do it faster so I spend less time fueling. So let's see if we can get a size 4 scoop in this. And a size 7 shield without totally breaking the bank would be nice. Of course, we have to keep more than our rebuy, which currently is at 3.7. Okay, so can we get a bigger fuel scoop? Can we even get a fuel scoop? Yes, went right by it. No, we cannot get a bigger fuel scoop here. Okay, that answers that question. Gotta put up with the small fuel scoop for now. Shields. We want... oh, shield generator B right there. Well, I was informed incorrectly about this station. Is there another large station here? Because they only have a size 3 here. Gotta be another station in here. Might be at a planetary landing. I'm not seeing any other... oh, wait. Ah, here's one. We do have another one. Oh, we got another one there. We got support vision also. Okay, so that's our other... that's probably the one we have to go to. Well, we're out of here then. Alright, thank you, Lintop, but no thank you. You had nothing we wanted. Well, hey, I quit thrusting up with my thrusters about a third of the way up. Almost halfway up, and almost got lined up where I needed. So that extra little drift it does, not too bad. It does definitely handle different than everything else I have. In every way. So we need to raise the volume of this a little bit. Options, audio, sound effects. Zoom. Okay, let's listen to this. It takes a while to slow down, I'll give it that. It takes quite a while to slow down. Wow. Don't do a smuggler entrance in a station with this. You will crash into the back. Takes a little while to get up to 300 meters per second. But the engines definitely sound interesting. Okay, we're well out of the mass lock now.
I can never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right.
Every time you enter Super Cruise, even though something looks like it's not very far away, it always feels painfully slow to get there. Every time. Yeah, looks like we got a few new people joining the stream. Welcome.
So right, so right, so right. I'm just going with the gut. Never had a doubt. Felt like this is just a must. Put me in perspective. I'm the deepest in the cut.
Yeah, welcome from Brazil.
This is just for us.
Thanks for joining us tonight.
No, I ain't balling yet. Hoes wanna holler. Oh no, I don't
We're
call
just
them
going to
back.
find some better shields and put it on this clipper, and then we're going to go out and try it out in some combat and see how this setup works.
You can have it all. Watch me rip it off. I'll admit it. You got me feeling hella
So currently we've got 2 pulse lasers that are grade 3 and grade 4 engineered. One each. Oops, I'm going too fast again. Alright, now that I got impatient about getting there, I gotta go back, pass it and go back. Anyway, we got 2 pulse lasers, size 2, grade 3 rapid fire and grade 4 rapid fire, respectively. Both with resequence for the special effect or secondary effect is resequence, which allows them to hull damage while the shields are still up, which is very nice. And I've got one class 3, size 3 beam laser that's efficient grade 3, and that's got regen capabilities for friendlies. And we've got ourselves a short-range blaster modified. And it's actually, yeah, it's modified for a short-range blaster for a Gatling gun or a multi-cannon, and that has corrosive shell for the side effect. So this can do it can do healing, but its primary job is damage. That beam laser, I went by that place twice. To focus more on that. Oh, slow way down. Anyway, that beam laser, it does more damage than the pulse laser does, but the pulse laser, because it does more damage it does more damage per second because it has. We're just going around in circles. We're just flying around the station in circles. The beam laser. So I was trying to say, the pulse laser does more damage per second, but the beam laser, the beam laser does more than the pulse laser base. And I didn't hit the button in time. All right, let's give it a couple seconds. Going away. Turn, and I'm at minimum throttle, so turning is pretty horrific right now. Now we got it. Okay. Now if I pay attention to my flying and quit trying to narrate at the same time, huh? Let's do this while I'm on. Do the specs while I'm docking. How's that? and I can let the computer fly. Computer, all yours. Okay, anyway, so far what we've done with this, because I just bought this today. We did A-rated power supply. We A-rated the distributor. Let's see, we put military-grade composite armor. Of course, the weapons, modified weapons. Those are engineered weapons. And we got... we're looking for better shields at the moment, and then we're going to take it out and play with it in combat and see how it holds up. My goal is to make this as basically as shield tanky as possible. We also have a Class 6 shield cell bank. So that gives us, what, 3 full recharges? Or 3 recharges at 1 ring apiece or something like that? 1 full ring of shields. We put an A-rated distributor in it also, so that gives me more capacity and faster charge. The weapons are the only thing on the ship that have been engineered. Everything else so far is stock. And we got an A-rated FSD in here as well. Okay, hopefully we can find us some size 7 shields here. This comes with 6E from the factory. We want better than that. Much better than that. Okay, so we got A-rated there, military A-rated. I was looking for better thrusters. That'll help with maneuverability quite a bit. Can we get, nope, nothing bigger than 3. Well, hopefully they have something bigger than that for the optionals. Shield generator. Okay. Alright, I guess I gotta check on eddb.io again. Let's see, so 20737, that's where we're at. Leopold Heckman ring. I don't think I saw that. Alright, so they said Leopold Heckman ring. Legacy. Oh, Leopold Heckman ring. There we go. Okay, so there is hope. There is hope. One more try. Another smoky bar, another letdown. Bye, Korlovic. Thank you anyway. Please don't send me any emails or call me later telling me you got these wonderful offers for parts I can't use. Does anybody else get that? You go someplace, or even if you haven't been somewhere, they call you saying, "We wanted to thank you for staying at our resort. We got this great offer for you. For only $9,995, we can give you the deal of a lifetime." Yeah, that's it. And there we go. No mass lock. Oh, and we can't get to the external camera while it's jumping. Can we do it in Super Cruise? Yes, we can. Kinda. It's a big cockpit area. How roomy that looks. Very clean. Definitely does not have the industrial look. Add any more lead to that, you'd be at a rave. Oh look, it's even got the leads on the outside. Better slow way down. I'm gonna end up doing the loop around this one about 5 times if I'm not careful. Let's try to keep the throttle at least reasonably fast so it doesn't take us too long to get there. Okay, so that's pulsing beam, pulsing cannon, beam on trigger, and multi-cannon and beam. And pulse laser. So this will be my melt the shields. And this will be continue firing after the shields melt. Probably not a good thing if I try that at a station. They will make very quick work of this ship right now, especially with the lack of shields. Oh, look, another water world. Too bad it's already claimed and scanned. Look at that. Okay, I'm not going to gawk at it in the external camera, otherwise I'm definitely going to miss my my exit point here. Come on, safe disengage. Come on, you can do it! I've noticed sometimes since 2.3, occasionally these will be like at 8K, it'll give you the safe disengage instead of 1 million instead of, it'll do it like 1 million, or 8 million instead of 1. It's kind of weird, and it's only certain places I've done it's happened. Most of it is at 1, but occasionally I get one that's 8. Kind of strange. And let's dock. Okay, so this is the place that is supposed to have the shields I want. Keep our fingers crossed. 3rd time's a charm, right? I hope so. Cross your fingers, cross your toes, smash that like button while you're at it, and keep everything crossed. And if you can do that, hey, you're better than I am. Okay, so some of those are blue and some of them are orange. I guess the blue ones are the docks that are down. I don't know, maybe. This one hasn't gotten the touch-ups like some of the other stations. Some of them have palm trees, some of them have, you know, agricultural domes. I just hope they have what I'm looking for, which is some better shields so that we won't go out to test out the ship and immediately get shredded. That would be bad. So 7C or 7A, either way, we can make it work. If we get 7C bi-weave or 7A for just outright shield tank. And of course the question is going to be the cost as well. Because we are down to 19.7 million right now. Okay, shields. That's more important right now than the fuel scoop. Shield generator. Hey, and they go up to a 7A. Ouch! 49 mil. Okay, that's not going to happen. That's going to take us way below. Do they have... We got 7B. They don't have 7C. No! And 7Bs are going to be pretty now expensive and heavy. They're a lot heavier. I mean, we could do those, but... Yeah, we're going to be below our rebuy if we do that. So for now, let's do the 6C Biweaves. It's going to be a lot better than what we have, and we can eventually upgrade to the 7. Yeah, let's do that. And that still won't be as heavy as if we had to... The 7D would be better. It would be better than the 6C Biweave, which wouldn't recharge as fast, but they don't have it here. Okay, but that's still a lot better than nothing. Oh, do I have any data that they're interested in? Yes, I do. Might as well cash that 175 grand in while I can. Come on, confirm. Thank you. So that softens the blow a little bit. And let's see, then I got one left for 369, but I'll cash it because that's with Alliance. So that'll be somewhere else. Alright, let's find out system map. What do we have here? Do we have ring planets? Yes, we do. We have a ring planet. That's not too bad. 2400. Okay. Let's set that as our direction. And let's go test this out and see how this does. So we spent some time putting it together, most of it together. It's nowhere near finished, but this is our base. Now let's go find out how it performs. Oh, I forgot to check for thrusters while I'm here too, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I guess I should probably do that before we go too far. At least try to upgrade the thrusters one step. Maybe two. Okay. Yeah, no, scan detected. Alright, well, let's pop back in and check the thrusters. Alright, one bust up. I want to upgrade the thrusters beyond E-rated. If nothing else, it will improve our performance in combat. So when I get a chance, I'll take it to get the thrusters engineered a little bit. Maybe get some, maybe do dirty tuning to it. I don't know if anybody's noticed, but if you run a docking computer, the docking computer can make your ship turn and maneuver faster than you can by yourself. I always found that interesting. Why does the auto dock outhandle what you're doing in combat? Because it always feels like it does. Okay, thrusters. Thrusters. Maybe you know better fuel scoop. Let's find out. Wow. Oh, because the station's rotating. Alright, so... Slightly better fuel scoop. Let's see what they have. Could do a 4C, and that'll be quite a bit better than what we've got. Let's go with the 4C for now. Exchange. And let's improve our thrusters. I'm not really worried about everything else beyond that. So we have bigger thrusters here. 5D, 6C. That will be a big improvement. Maybe we could go 6A, but that would suck up most of our money. Right now, the 6C, that'll still give us 25% better performance in every way. The 6A is later. We can do that later. Alright, so that brings us up to 3.8 million rebuy at 17.2 million in the bank. Probably as much as we want to really go down. Top the fuel tank off. And let's go find us that ring planet, and hopefully along the way we'll find some bandits at a distress call or something. Guess if I wanted to, I could give up the cell bank and I could use it for farming resources from NPCs, farming NPCs for materials. Of course, I use the Python and the Anaconda for that. Now, the Anaconda that is definitely my farming and upgrade development platform. Oh, that's better. We're almost at 400 meters per second now. Definite improvement on the thrusters. Alright, so this is at max throttle. That's actually pretty responsive. Let's get well out of the fire zone. Okay, so before we get into combat, we want to find out how our power and our fire groups are managing. So I want to know how fast does it drain the capacitor. Let's deploy weapons. Okay, not that I have to worry about going full throttle anyway. We're outside. Okay, so this is in the main or the best performance range. So it actually does move around pretty nicely. It's a lot more nimble than the Python is now, that's for sure. Alright, so we have trigger 1, got our heal beam. Oh, I forgot to change that to red. Eventually I'll change that to the red I use for all of mine. It has a different look though. Oh, those aren't going to fire. Why aren't those firing? Oh, power. That would help. Let's give in some juice. We definitely want some juice. Okay, so with 4 pips, we've got no target. So those are our pulses. Alright, that's with the multi-cannon. So what I want is, okay, so this is the setup with the beams. Okay, so the pulse cannons by themselves don't even touch the capacitor. So these can fire continuously no matter what. Okay, so if we have the beam running with those, that's not bad. That's a pretty good sustained fire. Okay, so, and then of course the recharge for the A grade distributor is pretty quick. Alright, so if we're just doing just the beam, 4 pips can maintain it. But if we add in the additional guns, can't do both of them. It can maintain one or the other, but not both. And our heat is very slowly rising. And it goes right back down. So not bad. Let's go find us some... oh, yeah, those are hard points. Let's go find us some hooligans to go harass. Okay, so sometimes you find them at unidentified signal sources. And I like finding those because, well, if you find one where there's gunfire detected, or weapon fire detected, that means that you usually have one or more, wanted ships there. Alright, so yeah, that's behind us. Let's see if we can get some movement going here, because that's 2,500 away. That's going to be a little bit away from us. Well, if we don't find any villains along the way, we can go to the Hazaras, because they'll be there. They always kind of show up there. Oh, an unidentified signal source. There's one right there. Oop. Let's take a peek at it. Okay. Show me something interesting. Weapons fire detected. Yes, thank you. That's what we want, right there. I usually have to look around for about 20 minutes to find these. And here we go out and we find one. Now let's go find out if our ship is effective for this. Should be a pretty effective setup. And the shields will only get stronger as I get better shields on this. Who's shooting at who? You're wanted and you're in a wing of 4. Okay, let's see who else is in this wing. Well, the roll rate's pretty nice. Let's get these guys mad at us. Why not? Yeah, roll rate's nice and smooth. It's our own exhaust. I don't believe this is the bad guy here, was it? No, that's the good guy. So they took off. Did they run? Oh no, they're still here. That's clean. Yeah, the bad guys ran off, I think. Well, bummer. You're clean. You're clean. These guys are probably part of System Authority, so I really don't want to attack them because everybody will hate us then this year. Okay, let's go find another one. I think we're probably going to end up going to the Hazaras. Oh, let's get some boost going on here. Apparently YouTube is having some problems with the stream. If you end up seeing buffering, refresh your browser. That always helps. Alright, let's see if we can get our target back on. The last one. Now, do we have any points of interest along the way again? Probably just gonna have to wait till we get to the Hazres and then just pick them off as we find them. I hope my ISP isn't messing with my bandwidth again. I'm not on a shared circuit, so that should never be a problem. Resource extraction site, high risk. There we go. That's what we're looking for. I don't think this ship will be, like, truthfully any competition for anything like a Anaconda. Maybe not even a Python, but it can outmaneuver both. Severely outmaneuver both. And the weapons are long enough range, they should be able to reach out and touch those bigger targets before the bigger targets can touch us. Let's slow down a little bit so we don't go flying past this too fast. Try to get this better lined up here so we can go under the rings instead of crash into the rings. Okay, one of the things I did recently to test out my Python with the build I have with that, which is pretty well ironed out for combat as well. It's better than this is, in fact. In a lot of ways, it's better than this. Except it's just not as maneuverable as this is. But it's more tanky so far. I took it to a Hazres, and I basically went and looked at who was picking on the miners. And anybody that was attacking them, I went to attack them, and doing that, I didn't get anybody else mad at me, except for the people picking on the miners. So, that's what we're going to do, is we're going to go and we're going to try to help protect the miners, and try to basically wipe out everybody that tries to attack them. And we're getting interdicted. Who's interdicting us? By somebody that's wanted. You know what? Little explorer, let's do it. Okay. Pips to weapons, pips to shields. We want more weapons and shields. Get the weapons out. Oop, went right by him. I don't even care to scan you because you already wanted. Charge. Oh, he's just out of range of these weapons. Now he's in range. I'm not even going to waste bullets on this one. Oh, they're helping out. I don't need your help. Go away, System Authority. We got this. We got this handled. Now that one can still reach out and touch him. Got his shields back on for a moment. And they just took his shields down. Come on, System Authority, do not steal my kills. He was picking on us. We can handle it. Good thing is if I accidentally hit those System Authorities with the green laser, they won't get mad at me because it'll help their shields. Okay, well that was kind of disappointing they came to help. I mean, if we were fighting something much bigger and uglier, then okay. But we didn't need their help with that one. Wow, we ended up a long way away, didn't we? We were almost at safe disengage. Shields are just fine. We were like just on the verge of safe disengage. We should have been like fighting in the rings or by them. Now we gotta go back to it. Like he magically drug us back away from it. Okay, this is going to be a harsh, hard stop. Oops! Better that than into the planet. And how far away are we here? We're a ways away. We're quite a ways away. Okay, we gotta wait for cooldown to get over and then we can go back. Okay, let's see if we can manage this. Okay, it looks like at least the stream recovered a bit. Thank you, YouTube. Now, let's get a little bit closer to the Azra's. This is a minimum throttle. Safe disengage. Okay, now we should be able to find some hooligans. Okay, System Authority, we're not hunting for them. We want to find the people that are picking on the honest people. Now, that vulture might be of interest. Maybe. Or is that another System Authority? No, that's System Authority. And who knows what you are? We'll find out. You're clean. Okay, good. So you're one of the honest people. I'm not picking on. Okay. Sooner or later, we will find somebody that's wanted. Like this one. Let's get a bit closer. We want our weapons to be effective when we hit them. Yeah, so all of those will hit 2.5. I like that. And melt the shield away. Well, got a little laggy there for a moment, but the turn rate was good. Another wanted. Yep. Let's tap on their window a little bit and get their attention. Well, see if we can find us a bigger target as well. There we go. Well, that one got destroyed. That's why that's an adder. That's not all that big, but it's something. How far away are we from that? Actually, got a bit of a mess going on here. So who's firing at who? He's about gone anyway. Yep, he's gone now. Is a good guy or a bad guy? That's a bad guy. So I do like the amount of damage these do before the shields even go down. It's kind of nice. Of course, that beam laser does a pretty good job too. Well, you turn FA off just for a moment, this thing just flips right over. Very nice. Okay, so didn't do a lot to our shields. That's good. I could have rammed him, but I usually don't do the ramming tactics. Yes, I could every once in a while. This ship has enough mass to be effective as a ramming ship. Definitely gonna have to put the red weapons color on this. The green and the blue and all the different colors is distracting. The Vulture, there we go. That's a little more competition there, more armor. We should be able to easily beat a Vulture. Are we close enough? No, we're not. Now we are. Oop! We just shot a good guy. Okay, time to leave. We're wanted. Okay, that was a bad move. You don't shoot the good guys. Alright, I think it's probably time we leave this system. We are now wanted in this system. But I think that gave me a good feel of what this could do. Let's get our shields recharged in case we get somebody trying to interdict us while we're trying to plot our route. Okay, so I want to go back to Marilang, because that's where this ship is going to be stored. So that's going to be a little bit of a trot, because that's where we bought it at, too. We got 11 jumps back. Yeah, it's not too bad. We got 11 jumps coming here, so 11 jumps to get there, 11 jumps back. Not too bad. Main thing, I just want to get out of this system, and, so I don't have that wanted status. At least I didn't kill the Vulture. No, I shot at it before I got the scan on it. Big mistake. Wow, this uses a lot of fuel on the jump. I definitely have to consider putting a bigger fuel tank on this if I'm going to take it anywhere. A lengthy trip anyway. Oh yeah, let's see what our new fuel scoop does. Should handle quite a bit more fuel. Oh yeah. Scoop's a lot faster than the 3.8. Okay, so we spent a bunch of money, tested out the ship. Got a really good idea overall how it feels and handles, and I like it so far. I think once I get this all tuned out, it's going to be better than the Vulture. I put a fuel scoop on this because I had to go a significant amount of distance to get the to get better shields. And it's also got a scanner on it. So yeah, it's serving a little more than just combat. But I got to get it back to my home system before I worry about that. As far as the FDL, I'm not really sure which one overall would be better. I know the Clipper is almost as maneuverable, but it has a faster roll rate to track. You know, when you're trying to pitch, it has a much faster pitch rate than most, and it has, you know, just slightly less power or slightly less firepower than the FDL. But it is a ship that's half the cost. So they all come with trade-offs. The FDL I was really looking at possibly doing FDL over the Clipper, but for the cost of the FDL, I got the Clipper, and I was able to upgrade a few modules in it. The FDL, I pretty much would have had that stock with nothing more than an FSD, shields, and probably a better power supply, and that's about it. Yeah, believe me, trust me, when this goes into combat, the fuel scoop won't be on it. When I actually take it in somewhere where I'm serious about using it like that, it'll have the fuel scoop only to get it to and from where it's going. And while it's actually serving its combat role, it's not going to have the scoop on it. In fact, it won't have a lot of the stuff on it that's on it now. All the weapons will be there, but I'll replace the fuel scoop with another shield cell bank. That'll really help it. Of course, you know, I'll have to try it in a conflict zone and see how it works there. I would like to have the jump drive in this pre-engineered. That'd be nice. I could probably take this jump drive and put it in, get a class 5. See, I'll have to look at the other ships I have, because the Anaconda, that's got a size 5 in it as well. Might work better is to, if I want to, when I'm ready to engineer the drive for that, take the FDL out of this, put just a random smaller one in it, so it only has like a year, 1 light year or something like that, something ridiculously small. I don't care. Then transfer that part out to Farseer Inc. Take the Anaconda out there because it has 30 light year jump range. It's a little more than 30 now, but it's got about 30 light years. And then I can put it in the Anaconda, do the engineering on it, and then transfer it back. So I'd much rather take the Anaconda out at, since it has literally twice the jump range as this right now. Yeah, it's got twice. This is pretty pathetic until we get it engineered. To get grade 5 engineering, I have to go and farm a few more components that I do not have. And that'll give it a more reasonable jump range. Could probably get this one up to somewhere close to what the Anaconda is. I think you'd be able to get it a little better than that, but based on the numbers so far, I'm not so sure. Plus I have the heavier duty armor on this than what the Anaconda does. Anaconda's on lightweight alloy. This has the military grade composite. And once I grind some more money out, I have a lot more to work with again, then I can go ahead and put the reactive armor on this. And that will certainly toughen it up a lot more. Make it a lot more hull tanky, and that won't add any more weight to it. That's one of the beauties, is once you get to combat, or the military grade composite, once you reach that level, the armor doesn't get any heavier, it just gets more expensive. So there are some benefits to that. Now I still do want to try out the cannon, the multi-cannon. I'm sure we'll get an opportunity. In fact, what do we have here? Probably not much here to worry about. How many jumps more do we have? 6 more jumps. That'll work. Yeah, go back there. Moralang has a couple of conflict zones around it as well. That'll give us a chance to play with it a little more. And hopefully I don't shoot the wrong people. Of course, a conflict zone, you're going to choose your side. Haz-Res, you have to consciously decide who to shoot. Well, you have to in both of them, actually, but it's a little easier to tell friend from foe if you go into a conflict zone and you select a side. Five jumps left. That includes this one. Yeah, without a fuel scoop, this would not have been able to make this the trip it made to get the parts I wanted. Ooh, that's really blue. $51 objects. That's going to be a decent payday. It'll add to my exploration rank a little bit. Yeah, it's one of the reasons I'm thinking about changing my HUD from white to something darker, is just for that reason. It washes out when you get something bright behind it. It's not so easy to see. And if you go to look at the menu, it's kind of grayed behind, which is nice, but not the best color scheme when you get bright backgrounds and light colored dash. Just make it a little harder to read. Four jumps left. Woohoo! Almost there. 4 more jumps. Now, I should be able to make the last 4 jumps on one tank. But, I've had some bad experience with not topping up the tank a few times. And end up having a couple of stars I couldn't scoop at. One too many in a row. I also found out about KGB foam since then, and that makes plotting your route through the stars much, much easier. And if anybody's not familiar with KGB foam, let me know and I can show you what it's about. Basically, KGB FOAM, those are the star classes that you can scoop from, that you can get fuel from. So you go into your routing options on your galaxy map and you can set the route filter by the star type, star class, and you select everything with select KGB FOAM as your star types, and say apply to route, and you will always get scoopable stars if one is available in your jump range. Occasionally you'll get one or two without, but most of the time it's pretty good. I have a feeling when I engineer the FSD on this, it's probably going to need to scoop every 3 jumps. Does not have good jump efficiency. So one of the alternatives to putting a fuel scoop would be to put a bigger fuel tank or put an additional fuel tank in it, because you can't put a bigger fuel tank in than what it comes with. There aren't any options for that. If you can put an additional fuel tank in, that increases your range, but that also increases the weight more than the fuel scoop does. When it's empty, it's lighter than the fuel scoop, but when it's full, it's heavier than the fuel scoop. So you get better jump range overall with the fuel scoop over doing an extra tank. Generally, your combat ships aren't going to be, doing long distance journeys like this. You get where you're going, then you say, hey, send the ship back, or send it to me. Pay the fee to transfer it over through the system, have the game transfer it. And that's a good way to do it. But kind of hard to do it that way if you're trying to do outfitting. If you're doing outfitting, then generally it's just easier to take it where the outfitting is. And there's Marilang. Currently my Python is down in Guijuana. That's, it's, about another 260, 270 light years past Marilang. So we aren't going to be heading to that. Conflict zone. Let's go see what's happening in the conflict zone. Try not to tick off the wrong people. That'd be bad because all my ships are based here. If I got a warrant here, then if I was wanted status here, they'd be real unhappy with me. Okay, so it's going to take us a minute or two to get there. Let's get the multi-cannon ready. Okay, so basically it's going to be a multi-cannon with the scoot, or with the lasers. I've got a setup where I got multi-cannon and the lasers separate also. Yep. Let's see, I should, before we get in there, make sure my fire groups are the way I want them. Because I want at least one group that has... I'll do this. I'll do... Oh, we got 1, then 2, 3. So let's do all the lasers and then the multi-cannons. Multi-cannons on 2. There we go. Alright, that should work. So I want all the lasers on 1 and multi-cannon on the second trigger. There we go. Try that so I don't have to switch. I'm trying to figure out do that so I don't have to switch while I'm actually in combat. I can leave that fire group alone. Oh, I went over too far. Looks like a glass marble. Guess that's what the Earth probably looks similar to as well from space. My luck, they'll be doing a ceasefire. Probably not, but I've been in a couple where I've gotten missions, do massacre missions, and then they were in a ceasefire. Your weapons fire? Oh, there's weapons fire. They're not in a ceasefire. Okay, now before we start shooting anybody, let's choose a faction. Maryland organization, I think will support them. Alright, so we're probably going to start getting shot at real soon. Who's our highest threat? We have a vulture. Charge up our weapons. Let's do balance to shields. Somebody's shooting at us. It should melt his shields pretty quickly. Oh, we're keeping up with the vulture just fine. That's good. Okay, so we don't have enough capacity and charge rate to maintain all the lasers anyway. We can do them in bursts, which is fine. Okay, next, we got a python. Let's try the python. Oh! Somebody's trying to get our attention. Even at 3 kilometers, we can hit him with at least one laser. Down with you, Python. Down with you. There, now we're doing much better damage to him. Ready to go. Oop. There we go. Turn around. Gotta go back to him. wants his shields back up, but we're not going to let him. Oh, got his shields back up. Let's take him right back down. Just say no to Python shields. Say no to chafe. Yes, that's doing some pretty good damage to him even with the shields up. Oh, shot a missile at us. And he chafed. And his shields are almost down again. Come back here, let me chew on you some more. Give you some, let me help you out with some of those corrosive grounds. Soften up your hull a little bit. Well, that hit hard. Gotta kill this guy quick. Oh my. Okay, well now you know why I did the the grade A life support. It is time to leave. Okay, so this is going to be fun docking without the heads up, or the minimal heads up. That's part of the reason I do like the docking computer. I just have to get to the station. Stormer Gen dock, there we go. Okay, so need to toughen up the shields a bit more. Right now we are strictly driving by compass. We got approximately 100 light seconds, 150 light seconds away. Downside of having a big window. There's a big area to let air out. Okay, we're essentially going towards that dot of light there, the thrusters from another ship. It'd kind of be our marker. We don't want to overthrust and miss it because that's going to be really hard to get in to land it. Oh, you know what? We don't have yeah, we really need to get to dock quick. Okay, slow down, slow down, slow down. We're gonna pass it here. I do not want to do that. Of course, I don't want to suffocate either. Come on, safe disengage. We're almost to safe disengage. That's where we're going right there. We're 1.5 light seconds. It wouldn't be so much of a panic or hurry if I had upgraded life support, but they didn't have it. Oop, we're following the ship, not the station. Not the station, there we are. Okay, we're down to under 1 light second, almost down to meters.
Couldn't catch me, I be moving fast. Call me a shooting star. Let 'em know who you are. Flying up in a
That should be our marker right there.
time to show 'em who's in charge. Call me a shooting star.
Oh, come on, give us a safe disengage. Almost there. We're at 13 million meters and we're almost out of air. Well, it's a good thing I have more than the rebuy, but I don't have the... I'm gonna have to go grind some more money, that's for sure.
I said I'm moving to
And I don't want to go all the way back to where we left. Looks like we're gonna run out. We're not gonna hit safe disengage before we run out of air. Nope. Okay.
a shooting star.
That didn't go well.
People going mad, I swear
So
they're rooting on.
that means I'm gonna go all the way back to this place we bought the shields. That's the last place we docked.
I'm ready to eat up track like I'm seated in a restaurant. If you
Yeah, I definitely want to rebuy.
know it's best to flaunt.
3.9 million, it'd be a shame. That's
Hating because you want.
a pretty decent ship.
It's neon, rock like Kings of Leon. Shooting stars across the galaxy.
So here we are, back back in a hostile system where we're wanted. Oh, but our wanted status is gone because we died. Okay, well, I think that's going to end it for tonight. I appreciate everybody, you know, following on here and hopping on and watching the stream. Sorry for the people that just joined in. You're catching the end of it. It'll be available as, you know, on my channel, Truex Gaming. It'll be available on that channel probably in about an hour and a half to 2 hours. It'll be posted as a full video if you want to watch it from the beginning. But other than that, like if you like it, dislike if you didn't like it. If that's not good enough, that's what the comments are for. Thanks again for joining me, and everybody fly safe.
I said I'm moving too far.